YouTube, welcome back to episode 20 of Stranding. Um, I've just done one episode. It doesn't seem to have appeared on my YouTube page, which is kind of weird. So I'm hoping it uploads at some point. But I'll quickly recap exactly what we did in just a second.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
Right, so 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 back in that area right there, we ended up going. Why did none of them showing up? Right, so we ended up going to the mountains over here. Well, we went over to this end. So we went just here. We then had to make our way all the way back around. We came back here. We went up to the top, up just there, and then we had to go across the mountains somewhere over here. I'll show you when we get outside because that map is just ridiculous.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want to repeat of last year. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were there.
Okay, so it's that dude that's just walked in and seen in. I think that's the president's right hand man. That's what I'm thinking it is. But anyway, yeah, let me tell you what happened. So yeah, we ended up with a mission from this dude here, and we had to go all the way over to here. We then had to go back up. So we did a mission fair. We went over. We got a camera from over there. We took it back. We came back up. We went to this chap back up here in the mountains, and then he decided to tell us that he wanted to go take some rocks over to here. So we did that. Then we had to go see Dead Man, which was I think it was somewhere over here. And then we ended up doing one of the boss fights where he was in like the World War II thing again. So we kicked his ass. and then the next thing we woke up where we are. So that's pretty much the story from last time. I hope you're going to enjoy it. I hope you're going to enjoy this episode. If I could ask again, as usual, 10 likes, that'd be awesome. If you're not already subscribed, then please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get notified of future uploads, and share with friends and family, if possible. You know, that would be amazing. That would help me so much in my goal for 1,000 subscribers, and then maybe starting to hit, you know, hundreds, possibly if I'm lucky, thousands on the likes. So your support would mean a hell of a lot to me. As you probably guessed by the lack of adverts, I'm not monetized, and I can't see me being monetized for some time yet. And so that is my ultimate goal towards the end of it, is to get monetized. But in the meantime, you know, I'm still going to keep making content. I'm going to try and make it to the best of my ability. And so, like I say, your support would be amazing. But without further ado, let's get back into it, because we have been told there's a mission for us.
Sam, the
Him.
west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt.
That's the dude who I think we just saw in that flashback.
Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say,
1 minute remaining.
I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Alright, so oh jeez. Ah, that's a pink van back again there. Okay. So I guess we'll borrow his back.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Okay, so let's see what else we can take with us first. Um, so, guess we'll take it like this. On Earth.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Someone's happy. So there's already a car out here, so we can go on that. So we've got to go there, which... Okay, so this shouldn't be too much trouble, to be honest. Yeah, we should be good. So we just need to get over that end, which, you know, I think is at 4, to be honest. I think we should be able to do it quite easy. Providing we don't get any BTs along the way, which I'm sure we will do. But for now, let's head onwards and upwards, I suppose. I wonder if you can actually go in any of these buildings. looks like... No, maybe not. I was going to say it looks like you can, but I don't think you can. It's quite driven one way, this game. Oh my god, what are you doing? So we will go this way, and somewhere along the line we should see, or maybe that pink truck wasn't the one that I saw then, because it's still there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Hot springs, huh?
Hot muddy water. Gotta love it, right? Okay, so somewhere around here I'm pretty sure I saw ladders on the map.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Really hope that's the case. Too much further to get to them. Oh my god, someone's left a bike. Why? Why would you even... I mean, like, really? Okay, so ladders must be over here.
Sam, we've recorded a spike in chiral levels not far from your position. I think it might be a body. A body about to go necro. I've marked it on your map. If I'm right, you need to deal with it fast. Like right now.
Okay. So apparently there's... Oh, Jesus.
Chinese too,
I mean, how did these guys... Really?
Seriously?
So there's got to be like... Yeah, exactly. So there's got to be like some other way to get up there then, because... That's obviously not the way. And like, BB's throwing a cow. Yeah, I really don't want to falling down there. Well, let's just hope I can get back up, right? Oh dear. What am I meant to be liking? So now we've got to go and make sure the dude happy again.
That's it. Yeah, everything's okay. That's right. Just sleep.
Bear with me a second. Sorry about that, guys. So somehow I've got to get all the way back up. How the fuck am I going to get back up? I mean, it's like it's not going to let me. Oh, I cannot believe I just made that. I seriously cannot believe I just made that. It was unreal.
Damn. Too close.
So I'm guessing that bridge was intended for the way back rather than the way there. Because I mean, it's in such a shoddy place. It's So now we have to try and find a way that we can get back up there. Because the ladder's been they just dismantle some of the ladder and oh fuck. Okay, so dropping again. I've just done that for like the second time.
Come on, you can do it.
That's just ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and find another way to get up. So oh, quit hearing music. Jesus.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
So I'm thinking I should have just gone the way that I thought I should have gone, which is up there. What on earth are you doing? So I've got myself one ladder. Just in case we need it, which I'm hoping we won't. But trying to keep hope on this game is never goes well. Really? Oh my god. I was hoping, because I think that way is going to be a little too steep. I think what I'm going to have to do is wait till this guy starts fucking around.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Seriously? I mean, so 30 minutes and all I've done is fall down the mountain and have to soothe Bibi or Lou or
It's all good. It's all good.
I think that's enough rocking BB right now. It's my shotgun. So, so it should be good. To get it this way. And just have to get over that way. But you know, I think it's doable from this end. But you know, honestly, I'm surprised people didn't put stuff up this end in the first place. Because I mean, once you put that ladder there, it's pretty simple to get up. Well, it is when he's not fucking tripping over us, so.
Eyes open. Stay away.
So, let me know your thoughts. I mean, what are your expectations? Are you having for Dying Light 2? I mean, I've got high expectations of it. I'm hoping it's not just gonna completely fuck us over and just give us a bad apple. Because I mean, from the bits that I've seen, like it looks like it's gonna be an awesome game, and you know, I really hope it is, because I really enjoyed the first game, and you know, I really should go back on that game more often. I've not been on it in quite a long while, and you know, that's bad on myself, because it is a great game and I really do love that game. I think what it was for me was that I'd completed it, and then there wasn't much left for me to do, other than like the races and things like that, which I weren't really bothered about, to tell you the truth. yeah, I much preferred like the whole game aspect and doing the night runs and you know, collecting the weapons and then using the weapons and just slicing and dicing zombies. That was awesome. Let's quickly have a look. So I mean, we are going the right way, sort of. But I'm gonna have to descend by the looks of it, which I am not looking forward to. Because I mean, it could mean that I have to go the long way around, which if that is the case, then it means I've just wasted like 40 minutes. Wow, 40 minutes, that's gone so fast. No, you gotta be. Don't you dare fucking fall down there, you idiot.
Let's topple over.
But yeah, as I was saying, Nightmare mode was quite good. You know, when you can sort of, you either, you know, you're either one of the guys or you're one of the zombies. I kind of like that. That was fun. Seriously? Hang on, let me have a look a minute. I'm supposed to have these gloves level 3 or whatever they are. Really? Why are you turning that way? I don't even want you to turn that way. For fuck's sake. I think you just like sliding around in the snow, to be honest. Come on, fat ass, get up. Really? So you now completely forgot like what bit I was on. So yeah, anyway, I think I remember what I said. Like I was saying, you know, slicing and dicing enemies was awesome on it. You know, doing the Haran Ranger one, that was pretty cool as well. I've got to admit, got to be completely honest there. Riding around in the buggy. But you know, I think that was actually in its own way harder than sort of like the main bit of the game. There's a watchtower up there. I need to get to that watchtower. Fuck off. Alright. So go that way and I've got a bigger stupid bit to get up. What's wrong with this guy? Wow. I mean, the controls on this are just so fucking twitchy, it's unreal. And that's one of the major annoying parts of this game is sometimes the controls, like when he just decides to start fucking sliding around, when he just decides to start sliding around all over the fucking place for no reason. Oh look, steps. Oh fuck no, you are not doing this to me. Wow, it literally just had next up to climb. Really? This is gonna make me use all my fucking... This is gonna make me use all my stamina to see it. Well, it's gotta be doable, because someone's put a fucking... Someone's put, a watchtower all the way up there. So it's gotta be doable. Look how fast he's running out of stamina. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Come on, let's get this show on the road.
Let's get a show on the road, he says. Maybe stop fucking skiing down the hill and we'll get there. We'll get where we need to go. It's like 2 steps and then wait for 10 minutes. And that is ridiculous on how fast he's losing his stamina.
Enough already.
I've got a feeling that this bit is going to be slippy. Last of Us 2 as well. It's another game that I will be getting. And I've got real high expectations of that as well, to be honest. I mean, the first game was epic. It was awesome. And you know, the sequel to it looks not too bad. I am a bit concerned that they may have sort of like overstepped what they're doing and forgot sort of the storyline that made the first one so great, which was Ellie and Joel. And I know they can't keep Joel around forever, you know, he's getting older and all that sort of stuff, but you know, I mean, just the way that they've made her character as an adult. Just I don't know. It doesn't sort. To me, it doesn't sort of suit the Ellie that you know we experienced in the first game. And I know she's some feisty little redhead teenager, but you know she had character. Hope we can get to the ledges that's going to let us climb again. Don't you dare sort of sliding down this. So we're near the top. Fuck yeah, we're at the top. So now we just have to follow the ridge line. I'm assuming that's it over there. Because I'm assuming that's it, but could be completely wrong. Wow,
Okay.
because it can't be. So I'm just gonna have to follow this ridge line. I'm assuming that somebody else has had the same thought of following the ridge line, and then decided that it. No. Oh my god, that could have been so bad. Oh, look, the fucking rainbow right there. considering it's a rope, it doesn't actually let you maneuver that well. Oh, look at them all. Okay, I still need to be making my way this sort of direction, I believe. I'm reluctant to go down there because but then I suppose, I mean, I am pretty much there, so if I did go down that way and then up, but then if I go climb up this, I've only got to drop down on the side. So I want to be going that way. So hopefully, and it's there. There's one right there, right? Okay, so while we're, so yeah, anyway, so like The Last of Us, I mean, like, we all sort of got to experience sort of like the relationship between Joel and Ellie, and you got to see the different emotional sides of Ellie and Joel. And I think on this new one, it's more just angry Ellie, and
It's okay. It's alright.
I don't know if that's gonna sort of take away, you know, from the whole Ellie experience, because, you know, as you move from
That's right, Shadows.
like as you went through The Last of Us 1, you know, though she was a complete badass, you know, you could tell that she had sort of like a softer nature to her.
Oh no, no.
How the fuck did you just fall backwards? You complete retard. I mean, so yeah, anyway, so like we all got to know Ellie and Joel and the relationship with each other, and you know, you got to see the softer and the harder sides of both Ellie and Joel, and on this one I think they've just sort of, or the way it looks to me anyway, is that they've just made it sort of the, yeah, let's have them sneak around and run around with bows and arrows and shit like that, and fight more bad guys. And I think, you know, if they have made it like that, then they're not doing their original game justice. Oh, come on. So yeah, I'm excited for The Last of Us 2, but I'm also quite worried about it as well. You know, many people have been speculating and jumping to their own ideas on, you know, what's what. You know, and then we've been given the odd little teasers about it, but it's not really revealed much, apart from Ellie's severely pissed off, and you know, she's on the hunt for, you know, whoever these new enemies are.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Fuck, 99% damage. Oh, Jesus.
Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Okay, so
Please proceed into the facility with a cadaver. Good work.
let's see, where was I? Oh, right, yeah. So I'm hoping that on The Last of Us 2 that they've really thought about it and not overthought it, because ooh. So yeah. So the fact that they've not overthought it and gone into all kinds of mad bonkers stuff. You know, I think as fans we would have been happy with just a continuation of Ellie and Joel doing their thing. And maybe it's still gonna be. But we won't really fully know until until it comes out.
Hardman.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Okay, you're not serious to tell me he's just killed himself and then revived himself
Well, you certainly caught me with my
to
pants
try and
down.
experience the
Glad
whole
you could
Death
make it,
Stranding
Sam.
thing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please.
What, a
lay
raving
down
nut
there.
job? Yeah, of course.
Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Oh, so you could say goodbye?
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize, and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so that's completely fucked up. Can we stand up? Can we? Because I don't exactly know what we're meant to be looking at right here, but
Blistering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. Or from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident, too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst. The shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Prepperone station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It strives to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Oh, shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you. ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
Order assigned.
This run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what. Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Order assigned.
Okay, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here because we've been on an hour 30 already. And I shall do another upload either later today or tomorrow. If you've liked what you've seen so far, then, like I say at the beginning, please drop me a like. I'm aiming for 10 likes. It's not a lot. You know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you want to. Share it with friends, family, and hit the big old bell to get notified of future uploads. On that note, guys, I'm gonna say good night because it is now 25 to 8 in the morning. I've been at this for a good few hours now, so I'm gonna go get a couple of hours and see you on the other side.